Has it even started yet?
Yeah, I can see it ticking away.
It's weird. It's not there for me. Hello, everybody. Oh, there it is. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Sept of the Red Branches. We are joined at the Western Gate. It's evening time. You know, it takes a hot minute to get to places sometimes. And, you know, the night does kind of linger a bit. It's kind of got a nice air to it, really, over the western walls. As Connor Walsh kind of looks around like, oh dear. As he kind of stands there awkwardly, you'll see initially, well, two people kind of just approach. You know, kind of descending down the walls. One is, you can hear the bangles kind of jingle a bit. She's kind of in the kind of flowery getup, really, the kind of long dress. The other, you know, the kind of cut hair, and you see for the hand is a bald spike, like attached to a metal piece, a metal placement that clamps onto the wrist. And they both kind of approach you a bit, you know, I wouldn't say like grimly, you know, it's kind of that initial like, who the fuck are you? It's that look, the look of who the fuck are you?
I mean, he stood next to a bag that, like, probably is, I wouldn't say as tall as he is, but it comes up a good ways. I'd say, like, up to his chest level. It's longer than it is wide. He doesn't have his hands on it. They're just kind of neatly folded in front of him. Good evening.
Yeah, Nora kind of just tilts her head, much like the picture, rounding Neville, and you're the Howler.
Yes, indeed I am.
We require you to submit to cleansing.
By all means.
Yeah, Nora just very quick, very just nods back, rattling down. He is clean. And he just nods. Very well. You seem to be who you are. Your identification has been processed.
Oh. I see. Thank you.
We will have to ask you, you came from Sept of the Copper Door, yes?
Yes, indeed.
And you went through the route of Tri-Spiral, yes?
Yes.
Just a nod once. Good. Nods at Nora. Nora just... Well then, welcome to Sept of Red Branch.
Thank you.
And they just, ease aside.
He just takes one of the straps on his bag and puts it over his shoulder.
Yeah, they'll ease you in. You know, it's like, you know, they ease, like, Nora does it, because Rattling Nettle has only one fucking hand, technically.
It's just like...
It'd be cool as fuck if he just banged it with his metal fist, but no, she's not a dick like that.
He's working on it. He's working on that move.
He's like, all right, just got to practice a couple times without it killing me.
Yeah. It's so new. Like, it probably, just the vibrations alone kind of make my skin crawl.
So yeah, he lets you. They let you in. You see, some people are, you know, initially kind of gathering around because you see this long-haired man, you know, walking with this girl who has the most dead stare you have ever seen. It's just like there is no life in those eyes whatsoever. Like Rattling Nettle's kind of got that Philodox formality about him. He doesn't look dead inside. It's just very Philodox. You know, it's just very formal.
There's something there. Like...
But no, that girl, dead to the world.
Again, thank you, and a good evening to you both. And
it is no problem. You know, more to give us a polite smile.
He does as well. It's like, it's a bit thin, but at least it's polite.
Oh yeah, you can smell a bit of Coggy off her. He's Fianna.
Good. He'll just start strolling in through the gate.
Yeah. You get to like halfway up the point, so you can see like the stone steeples. Essentially, like not of like the fucking forge area. You can see the tri-stones in the distance, you know, the four big large stones.
It's a lot to take in. I mean, it's nice.
Mm-hmm. It's kind of like, oh, and it's a big, long, like castle, like pathway as well. You can see the castle like far off in the distance as well, which is just, oh,
and kind of like a different structure than anything he's seen before. So that's interesting, just academically.
mm-hmm.
But sooner or later, he's going to come across these two.
Yeah, Paul's just gonna, hey, with that kind of like Americanish sort of accent.
Oh, good evening.
Hello, Paul. This is Carl.
Connor, pleased to meet you. And he'll it probably happens before he realizes it. He's extending his hand.
Oh yeah, Paul's shaking. Yeah, we'll do Cleith the Urge Fianna.
Cleith, Varun, Fiona.
Nice. Carl just went Cleith, Arun, Fianna.
Tries to take that one in stride, doesn't break his little smile. Just like, oh, ooh, something's going on with you, and I don't know what.
Oh dear. Oh dear. Well, message from Copper Door, right?
Yes, indeed.
No, we haven't had one of your lot here in a while.
Well, the call came, and it was mine to answer it.
As always. It's kind of just gestures. The firewall is that way if you want to. It's kind of like the main meet and greet place, you know. There's some food in there and all that shit.
Gratefully appreciated.
Yeah. We're just heading that way if you want to join.
Absolutely. Thank you very much.
That's no problem. Mikasa Tsukasa, big man. You know, pats your shoulder.
And takes it. He
Yeah,
doesn't
Paul
have
just-
any flaws that have to do with physical contact. So I was like, okay.
Paul just vibing along, chilling, killing like a villain. You know, as he's walking.
I mean, it's especially funny considering this dude's like got this overcoat and this 3-piece suit and that bowler hat, and he's next to Paul. It was like
Shorts, Chicago Bulls t-shirt, long hair. Silly Paul dresses.
Oh my god, it's beautiful. I love Paul so much. I really do.
And Carol, meanwhile, is just like in the dead, like, you know, one of the Maeve's dresses, essentially.
Oh god, really?
Yeah.
Just kind of examining that. And there's probably, I don't usually do character thoughts, but there's probably some internal reasoning. It's like, maybe her kinfolk picked it out. Doesn't seem very her. Like, what would be her? Naked and screaming, probably. Yes.
She looks like one of those things.
She
Ugh.
looks like one of those.
But eventually you get into the fire hall, which is just, I mean, you've seen many pictures of the fire hall. It's, whoo. You know, the bright food. You can see various people. It's like sitting around, you know. It's a daunting sight, really, honestly.
This certainly surpassed my childhood memories.
Oh, well, it is, it's a hell of a thing. Like, you can see the McCarthy banner in there as well, like hanging up on the top of the rafters.
Oh, that's comforting.
You will
Yes.
actually see one of the, which you suspect is McCarthy just by the red hair alone. You'll see her just filtering in and out between people, like passing out bowls and checking on people and making sure that obviously people have obviously returned from some big, huge battle by the looks of things, or have been in recently. The way, you know, you can tell, you know, the way kinfolk are.
Yeah. When last I was here, I was very young.
Yeah, Paul just nods like, huh? Returning home, I guess.
I mean, in a way, my family hadn't been called to a meeting since, but somewhat regular before my time.
Just not. I mean, gotta come home eventually.
Too true.
Who would be here? Oh, yes. Let's break them out. Where is she? There she is.
Oh.
She's sitting at one of the top tables, probably close to this lady. But oh
Yeah.
my god, she's I'll put it like this: Nessa's not in her armor at the minute. Fuck, she's big.
She big.
She's a big girl.
I mean,
She's 6'2" and a lot of beef.
yeah. He's not making any presumptions. He has not been here since he was a small child.
Mm-hmm.
And as far as the Guardians told him, he was being processed. Doesn't know what that means, but he's been offered food, so he best take it first.
Oh yeah, I mean, she comes up like Paul and Carol kind of sit down at one of the tables. I imagine you join them. She just flutes over and like, here you go, lads. Now there's some nice, here's some food. Here's that. If you need anything, usual places.
Oh, of course, thank you.
Yeah, Paul tries to go. She's already got food. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He kind of looks over. It's a bit hectic. We got back from a major raid, so I think everybody's getting fed, or those who weren't on patrol shift are, kind of getting their bearings in.
Yes, I don't have all the details myself, but I've been told things have been difficult.
No. Kind of gives a shrug, and you hear Carol. They've been difficult, but we pressed them into the dirt.
Oh, good. That is good to hear.
Just a nod. And like you see other people, there are. Where is he? Where is he now? There he is. But he's not smiling. I'll get the other gift. But that's who you see essentially sitting at one of his tables. Although he's a bit more solitary, kind of sitting off on his own, kind of enjoying like whatever meal is provided. That's a more accurate picture of Albert.
Pardon a minor breach of etiquette, but who is that gentleman over there?
That's my alpha.
Oh!
That is Typhoon Shadow.
I see. He's a very striking personage. I couldn't help it.
Well, he'd appreciate it. No, he is Shadow Lord Ragabash. He is the alpha of the Shadows of Fate pack, which I'm a member of.
I see. Well, I'll certainly take that as a fine endorsement.
Oh, he's one of the best.
Just nods like we're being polite. We don't want to fuck this up, do we, Connor?
Connor looks back. No. Where are we now? Where is he?
I mean, especially since like striking, yes, looking like he's having happy times. Fuckity no.
Fuckity no. Where is this big man? Where is the man? Where is he? Come on, Mannequin. There you are.
The man, the myth, the legend.
He is talking to this lady, but he's big as well. But not in the way that you can tell in a rune. But the way this man carries himself, that is powerful stride. You know what I mean? It's the steps, it's the authority. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Connor is like, they're obviously people who are in charge of things.
Mm-hmm.
He's just kind of straining his eyes a little bit, trying to see if anything this guy is wearing would identify a family membership of any kind.
You will see the Mactaig crest. Mactaig. The Iron Stag, essentially.
Okay. Just nods to himself like, I can still see crests.
You will also see as well. Where is it? The other person will complete this myriad of fuckery.
Actually, he's indoors. I gotta switch pictures. He wouldn't wear his hat inside. We'll go with this one. It's the same outfit.
You see this man, much like Albert, he is sitting solitary. But he has the most intense eyes, even more intense than Carl's, but in a different way. There's this creepy ambience to them. Hers are just dead. His are just. It's odd. It's oddly Lunic, but it's just so cold.
Yeah, there's a bit of a comparison like cold, dead, cold, dead.
And these two you will see as well, sitting at one of the tables. They're talking. You know, he did the red curly haired the chestnut curly haired girl kind of leans back, kind of just. It looks like they're talking about something, and this girl just seems to be nodding and listening, and you know, it's whew. They just seem to be. It's catching up, but they don't look. This girl does not look exactly happy.
Okay. I can at least recognize a McPike crest over there.
Oh, that's Rory.
Ah,
He's the alpha of the Wild Lords. Yeah, the Stag Pack. He's quite the sight.
that he is.
He's Firelox.
Ah, I see. Oh, makes a certain amount of sense. He carries himself well.
That is Nessa. She is the Wormfoe.
Oh,
She is. She'll be with you in a minute. If the water is not coming to talk to you, it could be either or of them. But that's Nessa McCarthy. She's the dragon, or Flame of the Forest is her deed name, but everyone calls her the dragon.
I'm familiar with the name Flame of the Forest. I hadn't heard the other moniker.
It's an official title, the Dragon of Red Branch. I think it's their word for Wormfoe or some shit like that. But yeah, that's
Ah, I
Nessa.
see.
And that's Chris McCarthy. Chris McNamara.
Jazz music pauses.
He got knighted recently by the Mach Nessa themselves after his efforts in the battle.
Well, then they most certainly were worth the effort.
Paul just nods. Carl just went, they had proven themselves in blood. For now.
Connor's picking up a habit of like taking that time to dab with the napkin when Carol says something unsettling.
And that over there, I don't know who the redhead is, but she is part of the Ohawan dignitary. Eve Callahan, I think her name is.
Callahan.
She, from Trisparrow. She
Oh,
fought with us
what?
on her Raya, whoever they're part of a recent dignitary from Septa Silvertara. But, she fought with us, and yeah, she held her own. I think she's planning on staying, from what I'm hearing. You look over at Carol. She has expressed her desire to stay, yes.
Yeah, I was wondering what the name sounded familiar, but
I think her brother is here. That's probably why.
I see.
Seamus, yeah. He's the alpha of the Boar Pack.
Oh, family is rather important.
Oh, of course. Fianna and all that.
Of course. I'd heard some things before coming here. You know, news travels.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently, it did reach quite far. There was a declaration of neutrality, I believe.
Oh, the king? Yeah. Been around for a hot minute since the civil war up in the States.
Ah, yes. Nasty business, that.
Well, thankfully it's no concern of ours. It wastes time from killing the true enemy. You just hear behind that Carol just so
Bad.
void.
Ah. He's trying so hard, but God, you're terrifying. It's a dab. Indeed.
Yeah, Paul just nods like, yeah, you're right there, Carol. You know what I mean?
Don't need him, Carol. Well,
And eventually, for Connor, he just feels a clamp on his back, just like a hand, just boom.
you can't help but stiffen when that comes unexpected.
So this is the new blood. As you see, like he's, just kind of standing there. The kind of darkened silhouette of the firehall kind of flickers in his face, much like the picture kind of adds this flicker to him. And you'll see Paul and Carl like, ooh, even Carl's like, ooh.
Connor's head has no choice but to slowly rotate around.
You can smell the pure breed off him, I'll give you that. But it's like you catch it in wisps. It's like it hits you strong and then fades away, and then hits you strong and then fades away.
Connor's just like, we're just gonna gamble here. Hello, Raya. How may I help you today?
Oh, clever boy. The Sept of the Copper Door, I believe.
Yes.
Haven't been there in some years.
It is still standing firm.
Oh, of course, I imagine the falcon does extend its claws quite deeply. As he just eases down beside you, Paul kind of does that, like, I am shuffling this far. You know
Paul,
Well, normally we would do this in offices, but, I hear you've been traveling a while.
The train system in this country is very interesting, Raya.
Oh, yes. But I imagine you heard all sorts.
The original summons was as detailed as I suppose it needed to be.
It's always a good answer. And here you are in your banner hall.
When the Lord calls, we must answer.
So, just leans over, like elbow in his chin. They tell me your kind are very proficient at getting the right answers. That true?
Given the proper tools and circumstance, yes, any information can be extracted.
Ooh. Now that is naughty. You see, I was hoping you'd say that. It's why I decided to pay a visit first before our adoring wormfoe greets you with her magnanimous presence. Sometimes as a warder you have to get down and dirty. I imagine you feel the same unfortunate necessity, even in your young and so vibrant state.
Well, before coming here, I was originally supposed to be an assistant to... Like, it's just them talking now. Inquisitor Jaeger.
Oh, I do know him very well. Such a stalwart man of his tribe, wouldn't you say?
Yes.
Well then. I imagine you and I will be seeing much of each other should you prove as highly recommended as your report reads.
I very much look forward to it, Raya.
Oh, I imagine you do. Such a go-getter. Well, I shouldn't take up more of your time, you know. It's always weird to swing your dick around. It's never quite suited me, to be honest. But your paperwork looks good. It's all up to snuff and to scratch, so the wormful will give you a once over, but a dragon does like her treasure after all, so you should be fine. Just don't do anything stupid. But he kind of just plays with a tiny bit of your hair, like, ooh, oh, look at that, so silky. I doubt you'd be like the rest of the rabble. At least the other ones were playful to entertain themselves before they did Gaia the true service.
Look, Connor has been around creepy Ryas before. You just let them do what they're gonna do.
Paul, have you seen Lady Maeve? And he's like, no. Carol, she was outside. Wonderful. Well, I shall not take up any more of your kids' time. I have to be a grown-up. And he just does that little bye-bye. You know, the finger wave? And he just slithers that away.
Connor waits like a solid 3 count, 3 being the most sacred of numbers before he exhales.
Yeah, Paul, that's the warder. That's Fog of the Moor.
He has a very defined and distinct presence.
Yeah. You don't see much of him, but when he appears, he knows how to do it.
To be honest with you, as well lit as this place is, I could barely make him out.
I've noticed that too about him. This guy gives that scrunched up face. Ragabash. So I imagine he adds it. I think it's his way of confusing people. Unsettling you, coming up out of nowhere,
This is the most interesting technique.
I don't know that much about him. Probably by design. But what I do know is he's very good at his fucking job. You can't get a word out of this place without him knowing. That's why here, at least.
Many of the best investigators are often like that.
True. When I came here initially, I thought Nessa was the warder, but no, it's him.
It's like, yes. My career, yes. Has his composure now that, like, the threat in the room is right next to it.
Meanwhile, Carwyn, shadows often hide the daggers within. It is an effective tactic to kill the true enemy.
A fine point.
Meanwhile, Paul's like, you know what, buddy? I'm gonna agree with you. You know what? You know what I mean? They just turn up. Huh.
They're both just like, yeah, okay.
But we're going to camera swap as Connor's making friends. As Maeve, I imagine you are having a sad.
Maeve is forever sad now. For as long as she can manage it, by the way. Or
where have you been?
Honestly, she's gone back to doing her duties at least. She hasn't skimped on that. As soon as they came back, she went around, checked on things, kept busy. But where are they keeping the dead? I assume it's either one of the halls like they did before or the Lunar Gardens.
Lunar Gardens.
So she has probably spent as much time there as Diana and Sulik let her before chasing.
Yeah, eventually Diana's like, you go on, do your duties.
It's one of those things where she grieves very intensely, so she can be scooted out for her duties. Reminded, like, go eat, go to bed.
Pretty much go and do your duties and stop crying near where Kara is. Come on, come on, Maeve. You know what I mean?
She's gotten a lot quieter and a lot less likely to burst into tears, but it's definitely she stands a vigil. She can't help it.
Eventually, as you're coming back to do your vigil, you'll just feel this, apple chew.
This really loud fucking apple crunch.
Yeah.
She just does the glance around.
Lady MacFionn.
Then she does the little, like it's kind of rote almost, is the curtsy bob. Evening, Raya.
Evening. You look, well, it just gives a little small, it doesn't look mocking. Well, I would say that you will look beautiful, but I doubt anyone will call grief beauty.
Thank you all the same, Raya.
Ah, an old man must still have his tricks.
No, she at least tries it. It's the weak smile. You can tell her heart isn't in it, but she can still react like a person. Is there something I could do for you right now?
Of course, you've been away, engaging on a noble crusade with my young nephew. I need you to report in.
Oh. No?
Would you rather go in and cry?
No, that's fine.
Besides, there's some new blood. I'm sure after our little talk, you'll be most eager and might do your heart a little good.
And if for the love of God, it's not rude. It's just, if you say so, right? Earnestly.
Who knows? You see, he kind of walks over, as he takes another bite of the apple, tossing it to the side, like, eh.
Sorry.
Just kind of crouches, like he kind of leans down, like looms over you a bit. You've got plenty of other kinfolk to worry about. And the guru that are gone home. The dead don't serve well to tears, but the living need them.
Yes, right.
Oh, I know you don't believe me. That is youth. But that is all right.
I know they can't hear it, and it's selfish, but grieving is for the living, isn't it?
Oh, so is practicality. And grieving right now serves no one. Not the dead, nor the living.
I'm ready. Did you want to go back to your office?
No, we can talk here. Is he just like, may I?
Yeah. Whatever gesture he's making, she will
Oh,
make one.
expensive. That proper gentlemanly, there you go.
Yeah, she'll loop in, get pulled off course.
So, I take it your social gathering is going very well.
It is, right?
Well, why don't you tell me about how you're arranging things for me? After all, this event, such little details.
I did meet my friend while we were out there. He seemed concerned, hadn't heard what we were mustering for, and wanted to be sure that everything was copacetic.
And is he assured?
Yes.
Oh, well, capital.
I spoke to him about the future that he wanted to make, and did suggest to him that if he truly wished to earn the goodwill of the South, it would mean a great deal if he could aid us by targeting one of our enemies.
Oh,
Surely
really?
that would.
Did you? There's like a second Maeve for like, and it's like, oh, really? Did you? And his eyes just, oh, you're walking along so pleasantly. It's just this slow assessment.
And yes, I did.
And will this lovely interaction lure him to the acquired thing that we need? Or is this you pursuing a noble crusade?
No, this was me exchanging the plan that I had before for one that would do us a lot more good. Because if he
Good.
could take one off the board or bring them to us alive.
Oh, bringing to us alive, or bringing to you alive.
I imagine to me first.
Oh, and you're going to bring me a present.
That's right.
How are you going to do that?
I imagined. I don't know. Honestly, she's not at her peak right now. So, with everything else stirring around in her head, she finally she just is honest. She's like, I don't know. I don't know if he will succeed. I don't
And he
know
just
if he'll bring
reaches
it back.
over and just like, it's like, time to be quiet now. It's my turn to speak.
She
Just
quiets down.
It's just so gentle as well. I'm going to ask you a question, Maeve.
Of course, right?
How much was Duncan O'Malley worth to you? I know how much Sean O'Houlihan was worth. I don't need an answer for that. How much was Duncan O'Malley worth to you?
I know I wasn't his foster but we were very close while he was still a cub.
And how much was Taylor Irwin worth to you?
Great deal.
So, pull it together. Because you are, in theory, telling me that you have an opportunity to lay into my hand one of the people responsible for their demises. Now you're here with me, saying you don't know what to do next.
She pauses and just takes a second to breathe. Just pulls a breath in and lets it out. I don't imagine I could bring them onto South.
Oh,
But
no.
there are places nearby.
Mm.
There are many places for them walking.
There are many places. You have to choose one. I think I might have one if you'd be amenable to it.
Of course, Rhea.
You haven't done your little job with the wet master yet, have you not? That little thing leans in like that.
There's like a moment of what job with the right mess. Oh, that big thing. We could bring them there.
I think that would be very fitting, don't you? Now, here's the thing. Do you want all your ducks in a row, or do you just want the traitor?
What do you mean, Rhea?
Do you want all your ducks in a row? Do you want the talons along with the trader there? Or are you telling me to hold off on that little tidbit?
I haven't had much time to learn him, and I don't know that he would come there with trust and be easy to ambush.
No, he would not. You have to earn deeper trust than that. Good. Good. Have him make the exchange. I imagine if you get him to agree to make sure she is pliable enough, you should have no problem bringing her to that place. I'm sure you'll be hearing from him soon either way.
Well, there's a nod of agreement. She honestly had kind of expected to hear from him before the whole thing was over. So, no, she just nods.
Maeve, I'm going to give this because your wit score. That is way too fucking risky. Think about it. You were all in one place, massing with reinforcements constantly. No.
No, I mean, not necessarily like at the camp, but I wouldn't have been surprised if we
No.
just stumbled across
With
something.
with your wits, that's way too fucking
Okay.
risky. Way too risky. You know he's out there, and it's pretty much obvious he was out there with the things you found. But him trying to deliver a fucking spiral to you or even signal you, no, it's way too risky.
It makes sense, especially after they locked down.
Yep.
Yeah, so sorry, I will just nix that bit. But yes, very likely so, right?
Good. I want you present for all of it. You don't get to look away and go and cry again.
It's kind of a startled glance.
Do you not want to see? Do you not want answers? Or are they not good enough for you anymore? And he just eye fucks the shit out of you.
Oh, I didn't mean any of that, Ryan. I was just surprised.
I reward those who serve us. And this is my reward. You get to be privileged to hear what I will hear.
And it's again, she just pulls in, the just so steadying, like not gasping, not anything dramatic, just slowly pulls in the breath to it's just when you're upset, it's how you calm down. Pulls it in, gives, a polite nod and lets it out, and then thank you, Raya. I do appreciate it.
We will see. For now, you don't look much of it. But then again, I suppose grief has its own nuances to it.
Yes, Raya.
Wow. The choice lays before you. Yeah, looks up and there's the fire hole and he just lets go of, like underneath your arm. You could go and be a Fianna. Or you could go back to the death and Drob. You are alive. Your friends will be buried and given all honors. They died defeating an enemy which has tormented this land for a decade. And you were one of the people responsible for that. And bearing that all in mind, you survived another day. You have a mate that is probably very eager for that. Maybe you've given the dead enough. But what would I know? It's not like I grieve. He gives a grin and just pats you on the face and then seems to be just, whistling as he's striding off.
Yeah, she might have said, thank you or who knows what, but that pat on the cheek just, oh God. It's like the wake up crack. Just
Yeah, I mean, he's not gentle about it. He's just,
oh Jesus, yeah, it jars her out of saying much of anything. He absolutely gets the last word in, and there's like a glance after him, like damn. And with a little rub on her cheek, she'll finally go to put her into the fire hall, probably glancing around for either of her remaining pack mates, Angela.
Angela is serving food with mother or
Hmm.
grandmama. Fucking, you'll see Eve is talking to this lady. Eve herself she's looking a bit rough. Paul and Carol are sitting with him over there. Hello on the screen. Albert, Chris, Rory, Nessa.
Rory! Sorry, it was really good. Very enthusiastic.
Rory, Roya.
Yeah, she will, oh, sorry, what?
Angie is oh, you see her. She is with the family. Oh.
Oh,
So she's actually like nudging Fia. Like you can see, she's trying to encourage him to eat. Like, come on, it's that nudge. Eventually, she donks him on the head, and he gives her an annoyed look, and she just points at the food aggressively. You know what I mean?
the Angela flavor of love. Aggressive.
But that is what you see.
Yeah, she'll take a second at the entrance to, again, just, suck it in, pull herself together, because nope, need to, people. But she will at least make sure that she, if she can catch Angela's eye for even a second, like give her a wave. I see you.
Oh yeah, she does the immediate like look up, and I mean, oh Maeve, big smile.
That helps too. Way more than she thought it would. Being loved is a good feel.
I'll give you this face look rough. Hungover rough. You know what I mean?
Oh Lord. Why? Why would you hurt yourself?
I wonder, Maeve.
Can't fathom. Yeah. Oh boy. Jesus, nobody came out of this unscathed.
Nope.
Yep. Yeah, we'll just take a second to get our bearings. And you know what? The warder is always watching whether he should logically be able to watch from the direction he was going or not. So she will not give in to the immediate urge to go sit in the loner corner with Chris. So she will, on her way to find food and stuff, like, give him the wave and all. But oh, righty then. Let me scroll.
It could be a lot worse. At least it's not Nuala.
Oh Jesus, poor Nuala.
You have not seen Nuala since you came back.
No, I bet I haven't. That poor girl. She's probably with her folks.
Yep,
Or her
the lovely,
pack at all times.
probably with their folks, the lovely people, the lovely bakery people. Maeve.
They are the lovely bakery people. Yeah, so fuck it. Which of those tables is the closest?
It's either the McCarthys, the Huey, Dewey, and Louie, or Tri-Spiral.
I'll at least start over by Huey, Dewey, and Louie just to make sure I can manage before I go sit at McCarthy table and get emotional.
And so I'm there. I'm absolutely petrified, but I'm the only one with full knowledge of what's going on. And I just tried to whisper, Annalise! Annalise is right behind you! And before she could even register what was going on, there he was, Lord Jaeger. And the stare, fixed in place. No one could help her. And he just looks down with those eyes and he says, "Young lady, would you care to repeat that impression?" I thought we were going to die. And she has a fair amount of courage in her, that Annalise. She did it. In exact detail. And the strangest thing happened. He laughed. Now, I have to urge you here, his laugh is about the same as his stare. So we were still fixed in place. But he laughs, he looks at her and says, "Well, I can certainly see my resemblance. Never do it again."
What you think of that one, Carol? That was amusing.
So, like, Maeve is, like, stepping on over, to a spot on the bench, somewhere around Carol and Paul, probably on the side of one of them, if not, like, right in the middle. Who knows? How not close they're sitting.
Nah, Paul's not sitting close to the death beast.
Yeah, Maeve will plunk down between them because fuck it. These are two safe people. She can be cool between Carol and Paul. They're chill as fuck. They won't get her worked up. Yeah, so as she's settling down for the end of this story and looking a little puzzled and finally glancing over, like as the thing's winding up just over to Carol, like, am I interrupting? What did I miss?
No, they're bonding.
Oh.
He's the new guy.
Mm.
One of them, at least. There's another two.
Yeah, isn't that one of them over there with Eve?
Just noddle.
Yeah, she just kind of nods, like, okay, yeah, got it.
This one is fancy. He smells of wealth.
I love Carol so much right now.
I admit it can get rather confusing at times. When the family is intertwined, especially, I took a look at the formal family tree, and it spans the whole wall. It's nearly impossible. There we are, near the bottom, with the Muellers, and then, you'd swear everyone there was at least distantly related.
That's how inbreeding works, man. Pat.
Just kind of puts his hand on his chest. I did not say that. I did not.
Dude, you were in a fucking set full of silver fags. I bet the whole thing was just like one big cousin fest.
Well, that's the thing. Now I'm one of the cousins. Can you imagine dating in that environment, good sir?
Oh, yeah. I can imagine. At least you don't have like 10 toes or something.
No, we're rather...
You don't have 10 toes. Maeve starts fucking cracking.
We're a rather recent addition to the happy family, as it were.
Do you have like checks for that? Like extra limbs? The extra limb by quota?
I imagine that it would be something looked for during a physical. Aberrations are a rather serious matter.
You gotta tell Fiona that.
I never saw anything like it in my time, with the exception of the Metis.
Who gives a fuck about Menace?
Here I imagine no one. There,
Oh, no.
There's a lot to do about it, because there are scandals involved, you see.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you hear Carol. Menace are only good for one thing and one thing only, servitude.
Whew. Carol's on fire tonight.
Well put, Carol.
Paul's is like, that's why he goes to like high five Carol, then just puts that like, no.
At this
I'm not
point,
gonna do that.
Connor sees Maeve. Maeve sees Connor. Oh, pardon me for being so rude. Hello.
Oh, hey. sorry, you're not. You're not rude. At least you helped. Does he do the autopilot hand again?
Yes.
Oh, great! She'll take it. Maeve, Maxion, Hammerborn Thairge, Yana, and Fastrina.
Connor Walsh, Cleith the Nation, and Fiona Rune. I almost said Cleith again. Pardon me, the journey was rather long. I'm pleased to meet you.
He's also fangirling over your name. You hear Carol, she like picks up some food.
Fond smile at Carol when she does take her hand back. Like, aw, they do that. But I love that I love you for pointing it out. Essentially, all in one glance.
I just like the fact. I just poor Connor's like, you fucking bitch. You
Connor,
fucking outed me.
Look, Connor has a total of 7 dice for subterfuge. He can hide it, but deep in his heart of hearts, what the devil is wrong with that woman?
Paul's like,
Oh, you doing good there, Paul?
oh yeah, no, I'm fine.
Hey.
Yeah. Jeez. Whew.
You know what? I'm just gonna ask. Does he smell like it?
Yep.
Got that wacky tobacco?
And booze.
It's my unmitigated pleasure to meet someone of such esteem.
No. Pleasure's all mine. There's a hand wave. Don't worry about it. Dear, I'm just another Foster.
Kind of blinks for a second, but he just rolls with it. Like, okay. I see. That's the way of things when in Rome.
It's a very big name, but I was born in America.
Oh, I was curious about
It's-
the accent. Whereabouts?
It's Team USA, man. Puts his eyebrow out, Maeve.
Cracks a grin out of her. Oh, bless you, Paul. Bless your stoned ass. Mm. New York.
Oh.
I was thankfully well away before everything happened.
Slip of the tongue as it may be, it's hard not to be well aware. Very nasty business, that.
Maeve's one of us. Is there a cat? Just cat that.
Oh, Carol!
She is proving herself time and time again. She's not like those dogs that fight with each other. Paul's like, yeah.
Carol
Yeah,
gets
Maeve,
the little arm up like, oh, thanks. And then she gets like hooked in harder with the arm, like, duh!
Maeve's one of the crew.
You guys are the best. You just Paul the squeeze back, like, oh, buddy. You're high as fuck, but I appreciate you.
Oh, you can spell the booze off. He's like a combination of both. He is fucking out of it. He's just, like, yeah, Maeve.
I mean, I'll put it this way: he's so out of it. She's not asking, like, can I get some of that, because she's not sure he can walk right now. She's really not.
Seems remarkably like that's the best part of it. So remarkable walking around.
It's my
The
secret,
Carol.
Maeve.
I'm always like this.
It would explain so much. Just constantly blazed 4/7.
Sometimes it's that. Sometimes it's what you need to get through the day.
But yeah, she'll give him a squeeze. Dare I ask what if anything in particular brings you to Sept?
Formal summons.
Oh,
When
Hey, you got conscripted by the looks of things.
conscripted is not quite the term. It's just a matter of duty. When Lord's house calls its banners must respond to keep the faith.
Yeah, I mean, I suppose it's either way. It's killing the fuck out of the worm, right, Carol? Exactly.
A worthy pursuit in all cases.
Oh yeah, you just hear Carol. She's taking another swig. It is the only pursuit.
Fucking.
Carol able to kill a conversation in one swift motion.
Meanwhile, Paul just leads over to Maeve. I have been dealing with that for 3 hours.
Smile over.
She is the worst drinking buddy.
Aw. Which of you won?
Who the fuck do you think would? She doesn't blink, Maeve. She just fucking stares and says some edgy shit and then drinks. And I lose because I spit out half of it.
Snickering.
The real dark horse fact is that Carol has a blood alcohol of what the fuck right now and is still like this.
She's more talkative.
She's a lot more talkative and that would explain it.
You can tell she's drunk.
Yeah.
Says more than 2 lines in the whole scene. Drunk.
Yeah, fucking Connor over here is just politely sipping his beer like, lovely bouquet. Good flavor. Full-bodied.
Giving wine compliments to a bear.
I've seen people do it.
Dear Christ. So, who all have you managed to meet?
Well, I met 2 of your guardians on the way in. Very polite people. And I've met these 2. They were kind enough to greet me on my way through the gate. And I got to spend a very esteemed and interesting 5 minutes with your water.
Oh. Like, seriously glances to Paul and Carol like, wow, the water actually came into the fire? Oh, holy shit.
Yeah. Tristan fucking big Tristan fucking came and fucking greeted him personally.
Wow.
I was quite honored.
Yeah, it's, much of the time we're introduced to the Wormfell, so. Indeed.
I'm told that I'm certainly on her itinerary, but as I can tell just by, I suppose, the warder's gesture, she's busy at the moment. But Wimfo isn't, am I right?
Yeah, there's just a glance to see who she's in cahoots with.
Rory talking to Albert. She just looks like she's running through the itineraries. She's probably already talked to Daniel, so she's probably just running through like various things.
Yeah, getting various word from the alphas.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, checks out. Yeah, there's just a glance over like, oh.
Oh, Jordan, like,
What?
I'm just gonna leave that playing while I talk. It's not distracting at all.
And now we all know it was Paul who taught her the song.
Hey, Carol, do you like 3-6 Mafia?
You're gonna. I do.
Hey, Damien, bring a xylophone.
Oh my word! It's gonna be a strange Christmas.
Paul lean over to Maeve. There's a big wake happening. I don't know if you want to go to it, but it's a big one.
Oh, when and where?
Oh, it's down by the fucking edge of Brooks Rest.
Yeah.
Sorry, not Brooks. The fucking. Oh, my brain. I am so sorry, man. It kind of just like taps your shoulder, like I am.
She gives him a little pat on the back, like, "Oh, buddy."
He just gives you a look like I am not okay. You know what I mean?
You know, I feel very selfish for asking, but is there any of that left?
Oh, there's a lot of it. I mean, the parties. We just came to get food.
Yeah.
You came to get food. I came to get food. He leans over, nodding like it was me.
It was me.
It's happening out by the fucking. Yeah, it's Brooks Rest. It's down by the edge. Up by the coach and horses. You know that place.
Mhm.
It is. It's not just for you know. It's for all of them. You know that type of thing.
Okay. Sounds good.
So I don't know if your crowd want to turn up, but
I'll let him know.
yeah, it's a 3-day affair. It's like the proper traditional shit. But
Vance is over mid-conversation. Are you eating a dinner roll with a fork?
Yes, Ryan, is something the matter?
that's some fancy shit.
No, I just wanted to make sure I wasn't imagining it or seeing wrong. Okay.
Something of a habit, yes.
Carol just implodes on the spot. Pfft. She just said, "No, that is fine. You do what makes you happy." I was just taken aback.
He's a little self-conscious, but he still keeps trying to cut the piece off the roll.
I mean, she won't sit there and stare at him past that. It's just one of those things where she saw it and she had to ask.
It's not you he's withering under.
Carol, please.
Cal, you're not you when you're hungry.
Have a Snickers, Carol. Oh, Jesus.
But you will see, mate. Some more people are coming in from whatever the fuck this wake was.
Jesus.
These are 3 days affairs. These are big things.
Yep.
But see, they didn't think in hindsight to bring food.
Oh, bless them.
Oh shit. They're drunk.
They are drunk and high and hungry.
So it's probably an effort done by the riots to sober them up on the way to go and get the food.
Having to go that far will do it. At least a little
Having to
bit.
go that far unless it's been undermined by the Devil's game. Slap, slap, pass.
Yeah, pretty much. Because where is he now? Where is she? Where is she?
Oh, I'm scared.
I live in fear of
should
who
be.
she is.
Oh my God, I do too.
Just
Any
straight
answer
up.
is
Oh,
good answer, yeah.
the road.
Oh no.
So Maeve, Maeve gets her like an arm put around her. This big muscular tattooed, like Viking tattooed arm.
There's kind of the wolf, I imagine, just from the weight. Like, oof.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, here it
Smell of booze, Maeve, is awe-inspiring.
is. It is powerful. I'm getting drunk by fucking proximity. Doing good?
Hi. She kind of just leans down, that proper big lean, big mop of red hair just flops in front of you. I found you.
You did.
Paul, you owe me $20. I wasn't the one who made the bet. That was fucking Fiona. Shit. It was. Hey, Maeve, you got $20?
No, sorry. But the food's free, so.
Oh, I know. She just reaches over to Paul's plate. And he's like, he doesn't even bother. He's like, here, fucking take it.
It's the Arun. He doesn't bother.
You lose. You notice there's a bit of paint on her neck as well.
Jesus Christ.
She's not naked, don't worry.
What was the bet exactly?
We would she belches like, it's like a
Oh.
drum.
Maeve holds her breath on that one. She does not need to experience whatever Bruna has been eating while she was drinking.
Meat.
Yeah, she really doesn't need to experience that belt.
Meat, vodka, meat, dick.
Yeah, she doesn't need to experience any of that. There's like the, oh, nope, hold your breath. Just, the face she makes. Just, oh, no.
It's a pretty wild fucking thing. I made the bet that you'd be in the fire hall because you're nice like that. And you're like that kind of person who would be like really nice. Because you know you're nice. You.
Pet,
Maeve.
the big tattooed arm. Thank you, Rena.
No problem, little lady. Kind of gives Carol a hair ruffle. It passes, you know. Meanwhile, she kind of just is playfully playing with Paul's hair, like, it's so curly. Then she looks up at Connor. Who the fuck is... Leans into Maeve. Who the fuck is the fancy guy?
He's new. He just got in.
Ah. Yeah, she just drops the meat back onto Paul's plate.
It's the whole, his name's Connor Maroon.
I'll find that out later. You know, just walking over. Step, boom, boom. Do you know what I mean?
Dung, dung, dung. Hulk smash.
He puts down his utensils.
He's a wise man.
Good evening.
Hello. Fellow. Oh, you're in a rune. Yeah, you're in a rune. You got the shoulders.
Indeed.
All right. Let's do this. I'm Runa Sigurdsson. Get a Fenris, a Rune. I'm a motherfucking Fossin. They call me, I don't even know what the fuck they call me. They call me fucking Runa because I kill shit. The fuck's your name?
Connor Walsh, Cleith to the Nation, and Hamadarun of the Fianna tribe. I'm pleased to meet you, Raya.
That's a nice bow tie.
He knows it's a cravat.
But are you going to correct her?
Thank you, Raya.
Oh, no problem. I'm an expert on this fancy shit.
Indeed, you have a keen eye.
He just gives us cool. I look forward to fighting you later. So you got thumps your shoulder with a rocket pot like shoulder bump.
He's seen get a Fenris before. He kind of knew this was coming, but it still hurts.
Oh yeah, she's very Fenrir. But good seeing here. Good having people here. Yeah,
I'm
look forward to
glad to
killing
be
the world
here.
with you, big man. Ugh.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm belligerent. I'm drunk. I need more dick. So yeah, go. But first, food. She kind of pats Maeve on the face. Not as aggressive. Not like it's just like she's walking by.
The Sigurdsson line is still quite strong, I see.
Oh yeah. There's another one here, Halfdan. He's a pretty good guy. She's that's my pack, man. She's a hell of a runner, man.
I could tell.
She's God just shakes his head. We had lost somebody recently, so we're saying goodbye. So don't mind her.
Of course, my condolences.
He went out like a warrior, man. That's all we can ask. Carl just hands Maeve a tissue.
Yeah, Maeve does the whole, I'm not going to cry face.
So Connor kind of sees Maeve about to go there, and he uses the table napkin to clean his hands a little bit. And then from his vest will produce. It's marked on the corner, by the way. It's got the little monogram. A handkerchief. She then offers over.
Maeve has double the hankies. Yeah, she'll make use of the tissue first. Just like, you know what? Before we even go there, on my nose. Because, oh boy. Oh, Jesus Christ, Carol. If nothing else, the time he takes, yeah, she takes the tissue. God bless Carol for apparently having the empathy to just carry tissues. Or if nothing else, the experience of the last however long.
Yep, she's
Probably
seen you
just
cry a couple of times. She's just like, yeah, here we go.
Yeah, no, she doesn't just. Thankfully, she does not have an utter meltdown, but you can tell she gets a little emotional, and yeah, she'll take the tissue and she'll blow her nose and she will. Whew, you can see her literally like do the self woosah of like, nope, I'm gonna, nope. Whew. Though she does like as the hanky is finally offered, since the tissue has been thoroughly used, we'll use that to make sure her eyes are clear. And then offer it back with thanks.
No problem at all. And he
Hmm.
folds it in such a way that the unsoiled part will be what sticks out of the pocket.
But yeah, it's one of those things where as he's saying, he went out like a warrior and all that. She's nodding along. You can just see the little like happening. Yes. Sounds like definitely do a trip to Brooks Rest.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I'm sure everybody would be delighted to see you. I know, oh, fuck, what's his name? Fiddle Man, the fiddler, the fiddle master,
James?
Dr. Smooth. Yeah, that's his fucking name.
Cracks a little bit of a smile. He's there with you all?
Yeah, he came in with the fiddle and just fucking started ripping shit up, and then we all started drinking. Runa got naked. We managed to convince her to put on clothes going back to step that it was a good idea. Danny's there. Danny, you should see his battle scar. Fucking hell. It's like shrapnel, man, up his fucking ribcage.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it looks metal as fuck. We did a rite of like ash on it, but like we poured alcohol in and he started giving out to us, and then Gravelwalk started laughing and then him put it in.
That sounds about par for the course.
Yeah, no, it's a pretty cool night, man. It's been pretty cool. Crackling Thunder, real gent, man. He opened up his shit. People came, started celebrating, and he's a quality guy. Nuala turned up for a bit, but she went home, man. That poor girl.
Yeah.
She turned up with Cackling Thunder, but she was in no state. She turned up to, be polite and thank everybody for, But she ain't doing so well.
I'll imagine that.
But fucking hey, Fiona went, which is good, right?
Yeah. Yeah, it is, actually.
Albert's, about to do missions by Imagine, and I know Scarlett and Pavel were there. And fucking clicks his fingers. Fucking Daniel turned up for a bit.
A glance, so really?
I think he came in just to say a few things, and yeah, I think he said he'd be back tomorrow too.
Right. Wow.
Look, it's a traditional ceremony. So 3 days of partying, send them all back home properly for the gathering.
Probably a better way to celebrate their lives than what I've been doing.
Exactly. Gives a grin. Besides, we won.
I did.
So let's give them a send off, man.
Yeah, it's a little smile. Yeah.
Will you the loops are at like I'm running. Will you do me a favor though?
Hmm?
I know you're gonna check on Faye because you're banging his sister. Don't lie to me. I fucking know it. You two are adorable, by the way.
Okay.
You check on Seamus' sister? He ain't been doing so well. I just wanted to mention it to you because you know you're his back and shit. I don't know how sensitive that fucker is. So, you do like I said, you're good people.
Yeah,
I
sure.
know. I know Sean was a big hit for you guys, so I think Duncan was a big hit for her.
Yeah. She will glance over the table to where Eve's talking to this new chick.
Yeah, she's giving the rundown. The new chick looks kind of a bit surprised to hear like whatever Eve is talking about, and she's okay for Narun as being okay, if you get what I'm saying.
Oh yeah. Oh boy. Well, I seem to have missed the serving train, so I'm gonna go hit the side tables. Okay. Gives Paul the pat on the back, and glance over to Carol, glance at Connor.
Pleasure to have met you, Lady Macfield.
Oh goodness, yeah, that's just the play dog because it's like, oh god, it's another one that's gonna do the Lady Macfield thing. God help me, it's contagious. But yeah, play it on. Gives Paul the pat. Will go to find herself something to at least revive her appetite, and yeah, she'll start over. The beautiful irony is we got like Banner House of the McCarthys, and I'm just gonna go in because I assume her folks are with the McCarthys still and everything. So yeah, she'll just ease over.
Mm-hmm. Heading over to these two.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can hear Anja. Come on, big man. It's like you can hear Phil. Yeah, I'll eat in a minute. She's like, come on. You haven't eaten yet. Come on. If I leans in, if it's me talking to you, not fucking grandmother, she's gonna fucking come over here. And if you haven't eaten, like you can hear she picks up. You know what I mean? That type of vibe.
She's like, I'm trying to save you, man. I know I'm annoying, but bro, think of the alternatives.
It's either her or fucking Ness who's gonna fucking walk over. So pick up the fucking spoon, Fiak. He just reaches over, his head still on the table, picking up the spoon and just digs it in the stew. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, buddy. Yeah, she'll come over because you know what? Especially with that sidebar, it's just maybe if I'm here, it'll look like more people are helping. It'll save them for a little longer. Ugh.
Yeah, and just sees you and just catches your hand on like very slyly. Hello,
Hey,
you doing okay?
it's okay as I can.
Just gives a nod. I would have come over sooner, but just kind of gestures down at him.
Oh, it's totally okay. Hey, Felix.
Hello, Maeve.
Oh, the wince of oh, buddy.
He was trying to go down to the wake, but he barely got out of his room. Managed to get him down to the stairs, and we got him here. I'm gonna need your help.
Yeah. She will just give the hand a squeeze and then probably go sit on the other side of Fiak because it's going to take two of them. Because if he wants to sober up enough to get to Brooks Rest, he gonna have
Maeve,
to eat.
he is not sober enough to get the Brooks Rest.
I know, but if he's going to even start to sober up, he's going to need something in his stomach. God help him. Or he is going to die of alcohol poisoning.
I'll put it like that. His head is just not moving up off that table. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, she's taking a good look at that. Like, it doesn't look like he could even lift his head if he wanted to.
Nope.
I have only ever once seen someone that drunk. Holy shit.
Like, Anja has turned his head to the side just in case. You know what I mean?
Oh, God.
Look, she leaned down. Like, of course, like you constantly keeping a physical touch on Maeve. We could, ease him up and just ease him out. That way, it's not like a social embarrassing thing.
Yeah. Because I don't think he's going to be able to eat anything solid like this.
I don't think he's even gonna fucking even have the comprehension to even know what his name is.
No, probably best to just make sure there's water up where he can. Well, try to get some water in him, but yeah, we should probably try to get him out first.
Yeah, that's the thing. Come on, big man. You hear like yeah. That's basically what is coming out.
Yep. Yeah, I've seen that like once before. That's impressive. Yeah, and Maeve will be really, really glad that she worked on her strength because, it's coming into play, man. She can't shift up. That would call attention. But yeah,
Oh yeah.
two girls just like hook
Mhm.
behind him and carefully rouse him up and see if they can just kind of walk it out together. Like, come on, bud.
It's an arduous process, Maeve, because on the
Yep.
stairs he goes dead.
Oh, Jesus.
You're about the next couple of steps are agony, but thankfully he did it at the top of the stairs. He just dead weight.
I'm not gonna lie. If we are out of line of sight when he dead weights, she's gonna probably have to snap to Glabro just to catch him because stairs are dangerous. Yeah, no, she snaps to Glabro like, oh, okay, bud, okay, oh.
Yeah, Angela gives you the most relief, like, oh, thanks. Whoa. Whew. Yeah,
He's doing the oh. And yeah, at that point she just scoops him because nope, we need to go.
Yeah, like you can put him in his room on his side so he doesn't vomit in his sleep, but the snore.
Yeah, she'll carry him in and let Angela fuss about the bed and fuss about his shoes and fuss about everything along the way, and we'll just carefully lower him in, make sure he's pitched to the side, and probably do her best to like make sure there's something right next to the bed and that he's as close as possible, like to the edge, so that if he does stir up enough to realize he's puking, he can just like kind of poke his head over the edge and at least it'll go in a bucket.
Oh yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Then Angela closes the door, turns around. I imagine you shift down to Hobbin. She just,
oh yeah.
Okay, well, what do you want to do then?
I don't even know. Haven't really eaten, handled. I should check on Eve. Like rubs her fingers through her hair.
Okay.
Did you hear about the wake?
Oh yeah, I heard about it.
Do you want to go?
Do you? I'll go if you're. I'm going to go if you're going.
Kind of do.
Just good on. All right. If that's what you want to do.
There's a faint smell of appreciation. She'll find the hand and give it a squeeze, just because. Oh, thanks.
Well, we'll make sure that we get plenty of tissues and plenty of drink in us before that.
Yeah. And finally, you know what? Fuck it. She just like pulls her in and gives her a squeeze because, ugh.
Yeah, Angela kind of rubs the top of her head. We'll get you some food first. Then you can check on Eve. And we're going home. And we'll get some drink. And we'll just de-stress. How about
that? Yeah, that sounds good.
Perfect. He's in. She kind of, casts a worried glance at the door. She nods to herself. I haven't seen someone that drunk since Mom.
Wow. When he does finally come back around, he should be able to shake the rest of it off if he decides to.
I don't know. Yeah. I don't know if you saw his room. She kind of opens the door. That is a lot of bottles, Maeve.
Oh. Yeah, she like opens the door, maybe sneaks the peek, and it's just, oh.
Came back, started drinking. Wouldn't let me in for ages.
Did he say anything?
Nope. He just started knocking shit back. Had me real worried, you know. Acted a lot like Mom.
You can check on him in the morning.
I think it was bad. She gives like a look over at Maeve, you know.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was rough.
Look,
And
no need to tell me. To be honest, I don't really want to know. But if
Yeah.
it was bad, then at least we know what to deal with.
Mhm.
For both of you.
there's just the bobble of like, okay. Because she's not going to like try to foist off Angela taking care of her. Angela would just get more aggressive.
She's like, all right, quickly cleans your face with the tissue of her t-shirt. Like the sleeve of her t-shirt. Like, there you go. No, 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 no.
Yep. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good.
All right, you need food. Come on. She, like,
Mhm.
spins you around.
Gets dragged back into the fucking fire
Oh,
hall.
yeah. She starts marching like she's even left, right? Like to make you laugh and shit.
It works. Damn it. It works.
I say, is that her maid?
Oh, what? Huh?
Well, the woman marching Lady Macfionn about.
Oh, yeah, that's Angela.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's Angela McCarthy.
I see. Sits up a little straighter, just like this makes no sense, but it's obviously a trained response.
She's real fucking firebrand. She's got a nice ass. Luna
House
says she
McCarthy
sits down.
is known for its passion. Just gonna do a flyover, like he takes like a quick look, like okay, yeah, but like
Yeah, she's appearance for Pure Breed 3. She got a nice ass.
he takes the polite 2-second assessment.
Acceptable.
Indeed.
Meanwhile, Carol's just like, she's the loud woman.
Oh my god.
Oh, Carol.
Carol knows all about how fucking loud you two are.
In this moment, like I imagine, like we've been at dinner for a minute, so now Connor has moved on to dessert, which requires even finer instruments and more careful eating.
Connor, your etiquette score weeps as you see Runa just dip her hands. Just puts
The
it up
Norse
to her face.
peoples are proud and of fine traditions, and if that's the way they do things, how could I tell her otherwise?
It just
He
weeps.
tries to tell himself, like, why would you fucking do that, you fucking animal? That
It just weeps. Weeps. But eventually, Connor, let's just get rid of all these other people. Let's focus on one person and one person only.
Mom's here.
Mother!
Mother!
Mama! Ooh. Albert refuses to leave.
No!
You're not gonna ignore me. Who's this bitch?
And, oh yeah. It's like, step.
Connor can see that coming a mile away. He puts down his utensils, makes sure he gets up properly. Good evening, Ryan.
Good evening.
How may I be of service?
She just glances up, glances down. Well, an introduction would be nice.
Connor Walsh, Cleath the Nation, and Hamid Arun of the Fianna.
Ah. Just nodding like, Walsh. That is the one my father said was coming.
Indeed. I have the original document with me if you would like.
Yeah, she just nods.
And he'll produce it from his inner coat pocket. The seal is still on it, but has obviously been broken.
Oh yeah, she just reaches and just kind of lifts it and examines it. Couple of seconds, blink, 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 blink. Closes it and hands it back. This is acceptable.
Just nods and puts it back in his jacket.
As to how you may be of service, House McCarthy has been, of course, stalwart in this. We have had one of our house already murdered by these dogs of the abyss. Your role is simple. Exterminate with extreme prejudice the enemies of this sept. No quarter, no mercy, no exceptions.
Yes, Raya.
Good. Join a pack as soon as you can and be productive.
With haste, Raya.
She just nods again, that a good boy. You know what I mean? That's the exact answer she wanted to hear. Once you had done that, we will see about how you climb the rank. Should you attain glory and suitable work, your station will improve.
Just nods.
Other than that, serve the branch and serve the clan. And that is all I ask of you.
It will be done, Raya.
I'm good. Get some rest, get some food, make friends, and then get to work.
Yes, Raya.
Just gives a nod. You should give that one nod of you're dismissed.
Yeah, he takes the steps back before he can actually turn around without risking an insult.
Oh yeah, she just eases over, she's walking over. Probably actually is heading into the direction of Maeve, but Sean, you return to the lucky trio. Paul's like, you did good, buddy. You did good.
Thank you.
Yeah, she didn't punch the shit out of you.
She's so very much taller than I remember.
Your palms are sweating.
Are they? And he'll pull out backup hanky.
Connor's just like, you fucking absolute.
Fucking, I'll figure you out, you fucking unit.
Paul just patting his shoulder like, good job, buddy. Yeah, man.
Why are people normally struck?
No, just the last dumb bitch fucking got her head caved in.
Oh, for what? I mean, what happened?
She tried to tell Nessa, oh, I can't do it right. I can't can't function and can't do blah, 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 blah. Nessa was like, hold out your fucking hands.
What?
Yeah. Runa leans over. Yeah, it was some metal shit. She fucking hold out your hands, and she was like, which hand do you want me to cut off?
And this was over an insult of some variety?
Oh yeah, that fucking waste of space. Yeah, she had been fucking provoking people, spitting on their things. I imagine after the scandal of that, she's trying to make sure the banner houses actually pull the fucking weight.
It is the lot of a banner house to honor both lord and family, but it's something that simply must be done.
Oh yeah, no, my Nessa was just took no fucking prisoners, but it was pretty cool. That was some pretty cool shit. She's a pretty cool lady.
Whomever this girl served,
Oh, we never saw her again pretty soon after that. So I was like, yeah.
What, did she flee?
Nah, she, glance over at Paul. What the fuck happened to her? I don't know, man. One day she was here, and the next day she wasn't.
And I'll cut to the quick. We've had some drinks together, yes?
Hmm.
Is this a matter of true mystery, or is this a matter of we politely say that we don't know?
Carl looks over. She was weak and could no longer serve the Red Branch. She was either sent home or she died fighting the worm. Either way, she was too weak. Ruta just pats her on the shoulder like, my little my little baby. Oh, oh. Yeah, see, little one has it. She couldn't fucking do her job. I imagine either she fucking was told to go do her job and failed at it, there going not doing her job, or she was sent someplace because we don't need weak people serving our set. We're fighting pretty dug in bunch of fucking spirals. We don't need people fucking coping the ranks. So I ain't losing any sleep over you, Paul. Nope. Carol, I don't sleep over weakness.
Very well.
Just the fact that he's just like, man, you, young lady. Whew.
Man, just Carol.
Carol.
Not gonna teach her about dinner forks. Well then, I don't know what's for dessert. It's probably great, but Jesus Christ!
It's really nice cheesecake.
Oh,
It's really nice cheesecake. Homemade.
still knife and fork in it.
Homemade and everything. Oh.
Oh, that's lovely. It probably took all day. Jesus Christ!
It did. It took all day. You can even tell. It's just like, oh man, oh wow.
Oh, Fiona.
You could taste the hours of love.
You
But,
can taste the Fiona-ness.
As you, Maeve, as you're sitting down with Angela eating, you know, it's a. What are you doing? Let me just do this. I'll probably do this before I pop out.
Okay. Yeah, honestly, she'll go ahead and get herself, a proper plate this time and plunk down with Angela and honestly just do her best to kind of engage with the people around her and get a little more life in her and, stop moping. So, chit chat. Occasionally,
Okay.
this for Angela.
You can totally bullshit with them. Are you going over to Eve at all, or are you just staying with Angela?
Yeah, she'll go and actually have a word with Eve when she's like gotten something in her stomach. She'll, give Angela the cheek peck and just be like, I will be right back.
Yeah, she gives you the thumbs up.
And so she'll ease up and come on over.
Or you catch the tail end of, you have to go pray for him. Even she's like, yeah, I know, but maybe I don't want to yet. Well, it's important. Faith is a thing that you need to keep hold of, you remember? Yeah, well, not everybody's a religious fucking nut like you. I'm not a religious nut. We all are. There's nothing nutty about celebrating Stag and Gaia, Angela. Angela does that room grump that,
Yeah. Ooh. Interesting moment for Thayers to come in on. Just I'm just gonna Enon.
Yeah, they both turn. I mean, the Ginge does not look hostile at all. She's like, oh, hello,
Yep, she will totally, she does it from the appropriate distance so they can shush if they want to, and will, offer the nod because, oh, hey, new person, totally why I'm here. You must be one of the new arrivals.
Oh, yeah. Holly McCowan.
Oh, Maeve McFeon.
Oh, she just like, oh. Well, all the pleasure.
All the same.
Do you want to do formal introductions, or would you be? She kind of gives us like it's very. It's not like she's easygoing about it. It's more like, is this? Are you one of those people who want to do formal introductions, or are you one of those liberals? It's that type of vibe you're picking up.
And she came from where?
Try Spiral.
Then she will opt for introductions. And she'll do the nod. I am a Hamid-born Therj, daughter of Stag, and fostering.
Awesome. Born on 2 legs under a gibbous moon, known to the nation as End's beginning, and I am a foster.
Known to the nation as Luna's Vigil.
Oh, she gives a smile, like just gives a nod, like, oh, cool. Well, it's great to see a Therj of the Machion leading the charge over here.
No, I'll do credit to Daniel McNessa for leading, but it is very good to be here and to know that I am doing proper service.
Well, it is good that you are spreading the faith and purging the non-believers to their rightful place in the abyss. She gives her hand a pat, like, yeah, she said that. Yeah.
Just wow. Okay.
Such a smile too. Like, it's great that you're doing Gaia's holy work.
Yep, it's just well, that was you have made it a very, very easy size up. Thank you, madam.
But she's very pleasant, though. That's the thing. She's not like obsessively fanatic. It's just and it's infectious too. It's like, yeah, no, it is a good thing that I do that.
Oh yeah. I mean, she's a Galliard. It's just one of those things that's like, intense. Thank you, side chat. So, did you arrive long before the rest of us got here, or
about 2 days?
Mm.
I had heard there was a large war band. Unfortunately, I missed it by the looks of things. But I look forward to hearing the stories and to hearing your successes as well as your struggles and the eventual culmination of that.
There will be plenty of stories to find. You're at least in perfect time for that.
Oh, I'm in perfect time. Well, just glance over at Eve, and Eve just kind of, it's like Eve shows a bit of the Seamus and her personality of a smirk on her face. Well, I look forward to learning from some of the Galliards here on how to properly weave a tale to your satisfaction.
I look forward to hearing where you've come from and learned to tell influences how your stories are told.
Oh, I'm quite. She's like, oh, a woman of, a guru of culture.
Look, Maeve likes story time, and everyone tells them a little bit different.
Well, I shall make sure to inform you and make sure that you rejoice in the proper Gaian faith.
Yep, she will polite head bob that because, whew. Wow. And she's not mad, and it's not like she's the most intimidating thing in the world. It's just like, whew, it's strong.
She gives just another she doesn't, it's not nothing manic or crazy. It's just, it's infectious. She's nice to be around. But at the same time, you just feel the righteous fury in her eyes.
Under the surface, waiting. Jesus.
Oh yeah, it's a different vibe to Fiona. Fiona is all regality. You know what I mean? This is just, it's very Fiona. It's very pleasant. It's very cordial. Oh, but you see it.
Just waiting for a chance to get out, man. That is awesome.
It's the piercing stare. But Did you grow up in Silvatara, or were you from another sect?
No, my family had moved to America, and
Oh, just gives it not like, oh, very interesting.
I've only come home within the last year.
And it's good to return home to where Stag Grace was the most pure, after all, right?
It is very good to be home.
She gives a smile like, yeah. It does have a different connection to the world here.
It really does. Jesus, when you zoom in, she gets like 800% creepier. Fuck me. I was not ready for how weird that impression got. No, everything is just right here.
Of course it is. It is Stag's home, after all.
It is.
So I imagine you're feeling what every daughter and son of Stag will feel.
Well, there's the bob of the head in agreement. I imagine so.
Have you seen the capital before?
I've not.
Ah, well, hopefully you can one day. I will not spoil it for you.
Well, I shall look forward to the fact that it is something big enough that spoilers are a thing.
Well, it is the very heart of our tribe. It should not be spoiled for the first time.
Thank you.
I would not be doing my job as a Galliard, Lady Macfion. You cannot tell a story without first having them remember what it is.
I know your audience. It's very
She
clever.
just gives a nod. Besides, I imagine you'll have more stories of this place to fill your heart with fire.
More than I think a single person could tell.
Oh, well. I hope I can live up to that. She says that.
And I will be very impressed.
Oh, well. I hope that the faith can guide you.
It does.
She gives this like, I'll put it like this, babe. You have answered correctly.
Oh, we're talking like I don't already. Ooh. The Thayers doesn't have faith. We're fucked.
No. But you
Yeah.
mentioned that. Oh, you don't come from Ireland? Oh. Well, you will learn.
Oh, dear Lord.
It is time to educate you in the true. Prepare to receive the true religion. You know,
Oh
Jeez.
my god. She's so scary.
Okay, the vibrate doesn't make it any better.
I believe
Okay.
your alpha, from what I hear, is Eve's brother.
Yes. Yes, he is.
Ah, it's been a while since I've seen Seamus.
I look forward to seeing how it goes, seeing you again.
Oh, well, I was in cub classes with him, and he was as loud and boisterous as ever. So I imagine the opportunity to lead has not changed that. So I look forward to seeing how Gaia has influenced it.
I
Eve
don't
just snorts like.
think- Damn it, Eve! Don't ruin the fucking link. At least she's
Oh.
laughing.
Oh yeah. That certainly hasn't changed a fucking thing apart from his ego. Well, it is good to be confident in one's abilities.
The glance between them, like, oh, you guys really do know each other. This is amazing.
I imagine he's practiced with you several instances, but looks things. She gives a smile.
Oh, yes. Yes, he has.
Well, I look Do you these the Tristones, I believe they're called?
Mhm.
Well, I look for. Would you like to greet the dawn with me sometime?
Of course.
She gives a very genuinely bright smile.
It is one of my favorite rites.
Well, I look forward to sharing a sermon with you.
I look forward to seeing it, hearing it. Sermon. What? But nope. Well, I look forward to seeing whatever the fuck that is, because, oh boy.
I'll just link you something in the side chat.
Oh no.
It's like, meanwhile, the other table. Margrave is not one you see often. You see, those had their origin in the Holy Roman Empire. That's just so long ago. So when you hear someone with the title Margrave, you just, oh,
There you go, Maeve. A day later, there's Latin chanting in front of the sun rising. Do you know what I mean? Just replace Latin with Gaelic.
Oh dear Lord. Oh dear Jesus. All right, it'll be interesting. Literal dear Jesus, please save me. But yes. Oh no. Well, she's, you know what? She's curious, and seeing how rights deviate from place to place is a large part of her interest in hashtag magic. So, oh, she's actually interested, even if she's kind of daunted by the idea that she's calling it a sermon.
I'll give you a perception alertness, Maeve.
Okay. I'll bite. Let's see what I got here. Da 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 da. Please expand. There we go. Bloop. Oh Jesus, it just gets to be more and more. All right. Land. Nice. Ooh! Got like 3.
All right. So, as you're talking, she kind of just, she's like rolling up her hair and kind of into like a bun, essentially. You know what I mean? This is what you see at the back of her neck. But imagine it is not like this is proper like wodically tattooed in. The paint is more bluish.
Okay. I assure you this will be fascinating for her because Maeve has never actually handled real woad.
Oh,
So-
did I did not link it. So there we go. It should be there now. There you go.
Oh, there you go. Let's see. Woof. Nice. And actually, does Eve have any like really like visible tattoos?
Eve has one on her elbow,
Ah.
which is a Celtic dragon.
Yeah, she goes and rolls her hair up, and I mean, Maeve will notice and just ooh, because she'll catch her later to talk about how awesome her tattoos are, because she does want to talk to Eve. So
Well, I will. Well, I hear there are many services at Galliard is needed, so if you guys have got smiling, I'll speak to you later. And it was an absolute honor to meet you, Lady Macfion.
it was wonderful to talk to you.
She just gives this polite bow, and oh yeah, interlocks her arms with her, like just it's like she interlocks like the thing and just starts to walk off. He went a very graceful little pose.
Connor's just watching, like, just the rotating door of crazy.
But yeah, she's got obviously has an etiquette store with that fucking posture.
Cool. And since he is holding silent, it will finally delete over to Eve. Just guess you guys grew up together?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. She's Silver Tara though. She joined as a cub. Her family's the Mock Owens. Her aunt's big deal over there. She's like one of the main. She's like a hero over there. Alpha of like the Rangers or something like that. That's the pack is. Bernoa.
Oh,
Oh yeah. Big lady covered in Modic tattoos. Kills a lot of fucking people.
I imagine so.
Yeah, so she's from that stock. She's nice. Until you're the enemy, and then she will fucking abjure you.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I've seen it. Whew.
I mean, I can imagine. And I still feel like seeing it will far surpass.
Oh, I've done a couple of raids with her on the borders. You know, she did a lot of her work there, and she is. Whew. I mean, she's good at her job. She's a great Galliard. Really rallies up the people. But you know, my brother's blood for blood, stroke my cock type shit. It ain't like that. It is. She will strip naked in all her Wodic glory, and she will give a sermon in all her glory, and you will feel it.
Yeah, there's just a glance after, like, wow.
You will feel it. But I imagine she's gonna play it a bit smartly here, because I don't know if you noticed they're not into the whole druid thing here. So what I imagine what she's going to do is she's gonna be like a fucking battle maiden.
That does seem like the logical next step sideways, I suppose.
Well, considering in Trispiral, I saw her fucking, we caught a wormish prisoner one time, right? Kinfolk, like spiralitic shit. She fucking cut his throat, and then said a fucking thing. Got us all fucking hopped up on Fox Thunder before we rolled into that fucking hive. Like I'm talking, she worked the throat, sprayed herself with the blood, started fucking doing all that shit, then hit us and whatever the fuck Galliards do, and I'll tell you, maybe we were frothing at the fucking mouth.
Wow.
It's a different ballgame over and back home. We do a lot of the old traditional, like, druidic stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, here is pretty fucking intense, all the night charges and stuff. That was hell of a thing to be a part of, but it's, like I said, it's just a different world,
It's been interesting seeing how much even just the steps inside Ireland differ.
But no, she's gonna be a good addition to here. They're gonna need it. They're gonna need someone to lift them up again.
Yeah.
I mean, not saying they don't have good Galliards. That fucking Gravel Walk and that Daniel fellow, they know what they're fucking doing.
They do, but one more Galliard is hardly a bad thing, especially when she can put fire back in people's bellies.
I'll put it like this. Do you know what her family's saying is?
Mm-mm.
Never compromise, always abjure.
There's a tip of the head.
Do you know what abjure means?
Oh, renounce. Okay. I had to check because what I thought it was in my head was not the same. So essentially, don't compromise and renounce. Okay.
Yep.
All right. I got it. Wow.
Oh yeah, they're tough people. The Macoans. They're originally from Tara, but Tara are pretty tough people too.
You bet.
So yeah. Yeah, rubs her nose a bit.
glance over. And actually, all things considered, if I've been doing essentially vigil over the bodies, I imagine I haven't seen her anywhere near them.
Nope.
Whew. Well, I'm glad you had someone to talk to that you know.
Yeah. That's great.
You did.
Hmm?
Just a light shrug. Just, how you doing?
I'm fine. What wouldn't it be?
Probably because almost none of us are fine.
Yeah, but you know, that's how it is.
Well, it is.
Look, my brother's the crying type.
I'll have to take your word for it.
Oh, he'll pretend like he's not, but he'll be crying like a fucking baby over Duncan's. Don't get me dead.
Yeah.
So, just take care of him. I'm fine.
Oh, I will. Don't worry.
No, I'm just saying he likes to pretend that he's not, and he'll fucking say, "I'm the weapon. I'm fine." He's crying. He always fucking cried over this type of shit. Cried when a fucking Cleat died, a cub died from getting a rock to the fucking head, and fucking bullseyes out like a baby. Their fucking dad slapped him in the face when you don't fucking cry over that shit. You know, you're not supposed to fucking cry. You know? But hey, it is what it is, mate. Don't be worrying about it.
I don't think your dad would approve of me very much.
No, look, leads in. Can never handle the women crying.
This is weirdly reassuring. Not able.
Oh yeah, I used to cry. I used to freak out. That was before I became a Maroon, but you know. If you do the bubbly stare up at him, no, that's it. Not gone. Gone.
Well, I suppose it's better than a slap.
Oh, it's much better than the slap.
Well, considering I hear your father's a really big guy. Yeah, probably
Oh,
would.
he's a big fucker, yeah. He's a big Maroon.
Oh,
Who
that's
judged that? Did Seamus tell that?
not
I bet
a
it
lot,
did.
but did tell me about, the big family of Aruns back home.
Big family of Maroons. What the fuck is he on about? Grinning.
Shrugs. It was the first impression gusto.
Stroking his dick.
It's a crack of a smile because she can't just nod and be like, yep, exactly, but it makes her laugh.
I bet you told her we were all the most amazing people, didn't he?
Oh, of course.
Oh, yeah, I bet he
Did
fucking
you see
did.
me all starry-eyed when you came in? After all of his wonderful tales about his family?
What, I told you about me, did I?
Not in
Oh,
detail, but he
that's
did talk about
that
how he
gif. See that gif? See that gif? That's what she does.
But he did tell me that he did have a sister who was an Arun. Big, powerful Arun.
Mm-hmm. I bet he said that he bet me in about 4 or 5 fights, didn't he? Yeah, I bet he did.
I
I
mean,
bet he
even
fucking
if
did.
It would mean discounting the however many he lost.
She leans in. Seamus has never beaten me in a fight.
She shrugs like, it's one of those things where, like, if he said it, I didn't even.
No, it's just that affirmation of like, don't you believe in everything that fuck says? You know what I mean? Pointing.
I'll keep it firmly in mind.
Good. Because, She's that little, it's that big sister, like, I'm going to have to teach that little fucker. Do you know what I mean? You can see it written on her face. I'm going to fucking grab him and noogie him right in the middle of everybody.
That'll learn him. The most amazing big sister of Rune punishment ever. Well, in that case, then what do you do?
Huh?
Well, you told me Seamus is the Kyre. That's what he does.
I killed a worm. That's what I do. And if I can't kill the worm, well, then I pick a fight.
Hmm.
It's probably not the healthiest fucking coping mechanism, but hey, who has healthy coping mechanisms?
I mean, in your defense,
I mean,
probably someone else equally eager to have a fight.
mm-hmm. Yeah, oh yeah, no. It could be worse. I could, brood.
Oh,
But
I don't see you as the brooding type.
no. I'm not that fired actually with me. He looks like he's about to fucking collapse of a hernia. He broods that fucking hard.
He's a lot more expressive on the inside.
I bet he is. I bet he. You know what? She leans in. I bet he's a freaky bastard as well. I bet he like fucking faps the kittens or something like that.
What? Like full turn. What?
She just does that expression. If you never fucking know, maybe he's a fiddler. He's a fiddle.
I'm not sure what you're implying, but I feel like it's not complimentary.
Oh, I bet she likes to fiddle himself in random places, for no reason. He looks like the type with that fucking weird, fucking crispy stare.
Crispy? I've never heard
Yeah.
of crispy. That
Just
is a new adjective.
Oh yeah, Maeve. I bet he fucking fat, just like out of nowhere. You just hear.
Starts dying because she makes the clapping noise. God damn it. Oh my god. That's awful.
What's not? It's the truth. Look at him. Look into those soulless, pitless eyes, and know that you just imagine you hear
I don't
every time. Every time. That's why I can't take him seriously. I just imagine him fapping aggressively at something.
I honestly, if anything, I'm not sure he even knows it's there. I've never
Bullshit.
felt him or even seen him get attracted to anyone.
Oh, I bet you he's attracted to something. But I bet it's completely fucking dirty. I bet he's a granny fucker.
What?
Oh yeah, I bet he likes the old ladies. With their fucking skirts. I bet he tried. I bet so.
If you were right, I probably shouldn't tell you, but we'll talk.
Kate. I wouldn't. Glances over. I bet he looks at Kate McCarthy, and I bet he looks at her like a turkey dinner, like he's just gonna rip her fucking hole right to the fuck open, wishbone and everything.
The face that she made. Oh, she fucking scandalized.
Just straight wishbones are just.
Oh my god, Eve,
Ah,
that is terrible.
what's terrible?
That is.
Grannies need love too, Maeve.
She has a husband. I am sure that he loves her.
Oh, she has a husband, does she?
What?
I mean, you're diddling the McCarthy, aren't you? Leans over.
Suddenly caught, like, oh shit. How did this get back to me?
So Maeve, she just pulls her arm over, like,
Oh
man, she has a grip.
yes, she does. It's probably because she has to grab Seamus and he's squirmy.
Oh yeah,
It
it's
gets
almost like she one perfect position. It's almost like if she could just knock your head in the headlock and proceed to rub your head aggressively. Who's me brother? Who's me brother? Fucking.
What? Just the what? What?
You heard what I said. Who's he diddling? Who is it?
I kind of wish I knew.
Who is it? Don't lie to me. Pointing. I'll know if you're lying. I'm a very good susser character, mate.
Then I'm not especially worried, but I'm honestly not sure.
Oh, you're not sure? Well, that implies several things. Leans forward, like, nose to nose, like, oh.
Her
How
little
many?
arms are like, does the little hands up and she's got her arms like smushed against her. She's like, it's complicated.
Oh, yeah. She gives you a hug and everything. Like, come here.
Watching this with great interest.
He just like squeezes and like Maeve.
Fiona's getting like playfully manhandled by a giant Maroon.
Yeah,
she
it's
hugs,
just like,
like-
what is Callahan doing manhandling a Macfield?
Oh yeah, hugs her and everything. Oh, you're my best friend, Maeve. He whispers, "Who the fuck is he fucking?"
I don't know. It's kind of complicated. I haven't even made flowcharts yet.
Oh, flow. You need flow charts, do you?
He isn't very open about it.
Liar.
I'm not lying.
Glances over. He's told you, hasn't he?
No, not who he is fucking.
Oh, who's he diddling then?
I
Fucking and diddling are two very different things. Oh,
That is-
Yes, you did.
I don't ask about that.
Mm-hmm.
I know it might be a kind of a surprise, but that is not the kind of thing I ask a person.
Come on, Maeve.
What?
Come on. I know you know one name. Come on. Just give me one name. Look, Maeve. Let me explain something to you now. Leans in.
Oh shit.
You see, I've been seeing him fuck around in the Luna Gardens with a certain Silverfang, and now I hear from a couple of sources that he and a certain royal lady have been seen together in pubs. Now, when we were at that war tent, oh well, I saw her sneaking into his tent. So, which is it, Maeve? Is it Miss Silverfang? Or is it Pompadour?
He's not after Clara like that.
Okay.
I know that. I don't know who he is fucking or diddling. I don't ask about that, but I know he cares for Fiona.
Cares for her, eh?
That would be the question I would ask.
Jesus.
Do I look like the kind of person who walks up and is like, "So, who are you finger blasting?" Like, maybe just like, come on, man.
Well then, Maeve, I'm gonna put it in a way that you understand. Who's he fallen in love with?
A little off because she's very indignant because she's in like the stranglehold hug.
Oh yeah. Oh, Maeve, you and I are such good friends. Do you know what I mean? And she like holds her hand like and does like, I mean, Maeve as well. This is what like, you know, comes out of the hug and then does the little like tear rolls down her face like, oh, Maeve, you're such a good friend.
They seem like such good friends.
Or
So who's he fallen in love with, Maeve? And she says she just like wipes it like a tear across her face, like, oh, so emotional.
I mean, if you
Come on, Maeve. Give it to me.
it's like that glance is like you're demanding the ultimate betrayal.
Look, leans in. You've got family, right?
Yeah.
Considering he doesn't tell us diddly fucking squat of what he's doing. And he's been sent here to get a respectable edge on our family. And now that I'm here, I'm hearing word from our dad that I'm to keep an eye on what he's doing because, well, I am the oldest and he needs to make sure that he's serving the family correctly. And it's my responsibility as the eldest of the family to make sure that our interests are aligning. So if he's fucking about and causing a scandal, I need to know.
He's not causing a scandal. He just is trying to help Clara recover. And yes, I saw that Fiona really enjoyed his company and pointed it out to him, and it turns out they're getting along very well.
Mm-hmm. Well done. Fiona Magnus, eh?
This is just kind of that wince of like, just don't tell him I told you.
What the fuck would I do that? I was born yesterday.
The relief of like, oh, good. Ugh. As far as I can
Besides,
tell, they are.
oh,
I don't know what they're doing, but I'm.
well, would you find out for me, darling?
Maeve sits back and marvels that this is like the third person who's been like, "What's Seamus doing though? Find out for me." She's just like, "Why does everyone come to me?"
Because, you know, if I'm fucking asking, I imagine other people are asking, right? Right.
Yes.
There you go then. I think you have the answer for that question, right?
I don't know how far along he and Fiona are, but I do know they care about each other a lot.
Mm. When's going to be complicated if he proposes to her?
What do you mean?
Time like this. Royal family.
Getting people
You want to
used
make sure his balls are fucking hanging out properly? And if they're fucking, you want to make sure he hasn't put one in her.
It's kind of the face.
Mm-hmm. I want to tell my brother that because if he makes a mistake, they'll cut his fucking dick off. I've heard what the bad stories about the fucking mortar of this place.
Yes, he probably would. It just nods like, you know what, you're right. I'm not even gonna pretend you're not. He probably would.
So I'm not trying to do this to pull one leg over your shoulder and call you Mary Sue. I'm doing this because my brother's could end up getting himself fucking castrated. So I need your help.
I've talked to him about it.
Well, good. I'm glad. Just making sure that you can keep me in the loop because he doesn't like keeping me in the loop and he likes to spring things on me. And that's how he gets a fucking rocket punch so hard that he forgets his name was Seamus and his new name is Daisy.
Yeah.
So I'd like to be actually informed of things because if I'm not, Maeve, I get angry.
Yep, I can imagine that.
Mm-hmm. And you know what? Thank you. She gives like, thank you. It's nice to actually talk to and feel like you actually want to be told something. Thanks very much, Maeve. Pat your shoulder. Quite surprisingly generous, honestly.
Oh. Well, I mean, you're right. You're his family.
Oh, I know. Is there anybody else I need to know about Maeve? This guy leans forward.
Why would you do that to me?
So intimate. This must be a deep friendship. I can only envy it.
Paul's like, man, I never knew they were even that close. Holy shit.
Well, the
Carol's like, it's
Macfions are often known for the fast friends they make.
Maeve's like, Maeve is a nice person. Bruno's like, yeah. Bruno's like, yeah, she's soft like that. Good person, but you know, got that nice baby face.
So first off, I'm going to roll to see if I could just not make a face. That'd be great. Because why would you specifically ask that?
Not make a Cabin Biddy face.
Even with my peanut butter, it's like, because my pool is normally...
Not make that Homestead housewife face.
Oh, no.
I'm ready.
Not make that Three Seal Mafia face.
Oh, dear. That is 2 successes.
Oh dear.
I mean, even with her married, it's only 3. Ugh. Oh.
Wait.
She has a specialty for this.
What?
Wait.
Oh yeah, she
Oh,
does.
no.
This is Eve. Eve has many surprises up her sleeve at times.
Yeah, So is there anyone else I need to know about? And like, there's that little glance, and she was gonna pull off the, like, oh, why would you ask that? But like, she sees the fucking the real deep panic. The oh no, it's so subtle, but it's there in her eyes. The why? Oh no, oh shit.
You just get the right picture I need for this.
She's had a kid sibling for so long. She knows the oh fuck face.
Oh, she knows. Oh, she knows exactly. That's why she has this empathy for. Discerning.
God.
Mm-hmm.
My dreams. Empathy 4.
She's a fighter, but she's also been trained to fucking spot people's shit. Do you know what I mean? So she can punch them.
The
So
most
she can
alert,
beat-
the most empathetic.
But for the sake of like a line drop, so that I don't forget where we are. Yeah, she does. It's the glance over, and it's, why would you ask that?
Well, I don't know, man. Why would I ask that? It's almost like you're hiding something from me. No, you're being a good beta. Not gonna fault you for that.
Dreading this picture change.
You know, good betas cover for their alphas. Come on, Phoebe Token. I need you to fucking look less edgy when the film the photos I have.
It's a fine line to walk.
Impossible.
Unpausable, good sir.
But you see, the main difference is, Maeve. This isn't the first time I've had to suss out somebody who has been covering for my brother and his antics.
Oh. I honestly don't think that she's anything that you need to worry about, Eve.
Mm-hmm. Well, I would have agreed with you until you mentioned Fiona Magnessa. You can understand my concern, right?
I can.
So, I'm not going to ask you for every detail, because that's not fair, and I'm fair. How serious is it?
Yeah, and that's where Maeve kind of looks weirdly like, and it's not because of Eve. She can tell it's not because of her. She just kind of gets this uncomfortable look. I thought it was very serious, but I did talk to him, and it sounds like very soon she will have to leave. I don't think she's even been on set once. I don't think most people have seen her or know about her.
Have to leave.
I don't she lifts the hands like it's a helpless gesture. Like I don't know what that means, but
She's a
apparently
kin,
will.
right?
Yeah, but apparently soon she will have to leave. It sounds like he doesn't know if he'll see her again after that, and
Oh yeah, that's when she leans forward. What?
I don't know. He was really broken up about it, but he seems convinced that something is going to happen soon that means she will have to leave. So he understands that while he
So
cares
hang
about
on. So
a
hang
lot.
on a minute now. Let me slow it down.
Okay.
You're telling me that there's this kinfolk that he's with, and that you've met her, right?
That's a little nod.
Okay. And you've assumed it's serious, and now all of a sudden it's not, and that she has to leave.
It
He,
seems like it still is serious. It's just he talks about it
he's
like it's inevitable.
never going to see her again, according to himself.
Yeah.
And this has come out of nowhere.
I mean, for all I know, he's known this the whole time and just didn't mention it. I just know that
Well, from your perspective, not his. Yours. We're talking
from
about
my
you.
perspective, yes, just out of nowhere. All I know is that she's apparently very unknowing and very uncomfortable with the whole thing, and so
And
she's
she's going to leave.
yeah.
And go where?
He didn't tell me.
So he's going to send an unknowing kinfolk off.
I don't. He didn't make it sound like it was him sending her. It was like something was going to happen that meant she would have to go. I don't know, move family. It's the most helpless. Like I don't understand. It doesn't make sense to me either. But
And how long has he known this person?
um, I think she came with him when he came.
Oh, that's when you see an eye narrow. I'll give you that, Miv. Oh, I mean, you see it. The gears start turning. What?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I think so. I think she came with him.
Really?
Yeah, but he is really
Really?
yes.
He didn't leave with anybody?
There's again just the helpless thing. Did he take a moon bridge, or is there a chance he met her on the way? Especially if she was unknowing, it would have been safer for her to be with him, right?
Yeah. Right.
Like you can tell, Maeve is trying so hard to give him the benefit of the doubt, but Eve's sitting here poking holes in it, and it's getting harder.
So, the guy leans in, like, why don't we go outside for a bit? Come on. She puts her arm around you, as if you're best friends. Like, snuggle, snuggle.
I can't even begin to measure it. They seem like true bosom companions. You said she's only been here for a short time, yes?
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, okay, so let's try to see this from a more objective perspective here. The O'Callahans are a known name from Tri-Spiral. Maeve MacFionn, as you say, by her own admission, is a bit down the line of succession. There's no shame in it. But perhaps this is more an appellation to the political. Her reaching out to the people of Tri-Spiral. So the royal line doesn't spurn them.
It's a clever move.
It's an excellent move. I think I could learn a lot from this Lady MacFionn.
But once you get outside, Maeve, he just turns the corner, loops around. So, there are two distinct possibilities here. Maeve. One is that he has a lover that is unknowing or he didn't really tell me anything about, and well, circumstances happen when you play with the birds and the bees, and that can't be afforded. Number two is he's thrown her to the wayside because, wow, she sniffs you. That's worth a lot.
I honestly don't think he's throwing her aside. He looked.
If she's a fucking kinfolk and she's been abandoned somewhere, he's letting it happen.
I don't. He made it sound like she was going to be called away. I don't. He didn't really explain. But you just said
You
there
didn't
would
ask him?
come time. I did, and he wouldn't. He didn't give me details. He just said there would come a time that she would have to leave, and he felt like it was.
Yeah, it's number one. Okay. This sounds more and more like something else.
Something else.
Yeah, he's after doing something stupid, which means he doesn't want anyone to find out.
Oh my god, and I'm sorry because the logic of that assumption fits in with Seamus being so obsessed with keeping one.
Yep.
Oh.
Remember, Maeve, all those times him and Sean were at loggerheads, you couldn't tell why?
Oh.
Oh yeah, it's not. She doesn't think Layla's that. It's a very easy assumption for a person from a noble family to assume. How many of this stories like this happen?
Made a bastard and is trying
Yep.
to hide it. Yep.
Yep.
And unfortunately, it lines up perfectly and it
Perfectly.
makes sense.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Like, why would she assume any otherwise? Makes perfect sense, doesn't it?
Yeah. Mavis, I mean, it's one of those things where like she just puts it on the table and it all the pieces click. They're not supposed to, but they do. And yeah, it's just that moment of Maeve just being like, oh my god.
This is not an uncommon occurrence. Not saying he's done this before, but you know, not an uncommon occurrence among noble folk. Especially Fiona. Passions and all that.
Yeah, I guess.
I need you to do me a favor, Maeve, because this is incredibly serious now. Because if this comes out that he's hiding a bastard born, or in the process of trying to, what's that going to do for his reputation, and ergo mine and my family's, and yeah. Look, you're his pack. I'm not asking you to betray him. I'm asking you to help me protect him.
Do what?
Find out what the fuck is going on.
Okay.
Don't confront him.
No, I
He won't fucking admit it.
can go talk to her.
You can?
Mhm.
Maybe you should. Don't drop the bomb on her. I trust you have discretion. But just find out what the fuck is happening.
Okay.
And then let me know. And if, God forbid, he's making plans for her to leave, let me know. And I will talk to some people. And it will be handled. She won't be harmed, nor the baby. But yeah, put up for the good fucking home and shit.
Yeah, she just nods like, okay, well that's at least something.
Probably better than he can do. I can at least keep this quiet. I have some friends.
Okay. I'll talk to her.
Get it
See if
done.
I can figure it out.
And for God's sake, don't let him don't clue it into him on what you're doing.
No, he would absolutely freak out.
He could freak out and you'll have my fist up his fucking backside. There. Should have known better. But hey, we all make mistakes. So, let's do what we can to cover up the mess. It looks like I'm staying. Because of this. She just shakes her head. Look. She just pats your shoulder. Thank you.
Of course.
Just that sort of breath. I heard you're a good friend of Duncan as well.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
appreciated. No, I mean that. He was, I knew him for a while.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I really am sorry.
It's alright. It's part of the life.
I mean, you know what? Eve has hugged her up so many times, she's not going to feel weird doing it. When she says she's sorry, it's the reach over and, the little arm rub. Like, let's not get intimate. This is still a very brisk motion, but it's still contact.
She just gives a nod. Again, she's in a room. She's a, you know what I mean? Emotions are, like, she can read people very well, but you know what I mean? Expressing that. It's kind of still, she kind of still stalls up. You know what I mean? Rage 5 is Rage 5, you know? It's like, oh, you've poked a wound. Okay, I'm just gonna, nope, we're just gonna not address that right now, you know?
So, what? Maeve's not going to try to deep engage that, because if the Arun's pulling back, it's probably for a good reason. But she will just kind of make the offer. If you decide or if there was anything that was traditional at home, or anything you'd like me to do.
Just make sure he dies with a sword in his hand, you know? When they burn him.
I will make damn sure.
Never mind Seamus' shit about shields. Put a sword in his hand.
I will.
It was his family symbol.
Yeah, she just nods, takes it very seriously.
Alright. I'm gonna go hit something.
Okay.
Yeah. She just kind of does this, like, I'm just gonna disengage, and you can see her, she just starts marching.
Yep, and Maeve will completely disengage in return. She's not going to do any weird looks or anything. Eve is a big girl, and she knows exactly what the fuck she's doing. So when Eve disengages, Maeve steps back and turns to go back inside with a bit of a hair ruffle, like, whew.
Would you guys like to end it there?
Sure.
All right. No.